I can tell you with about 99% accuracy that a female drives that car right there. And you say, how do you know? Well, notice the little green cartoon reptile in the front window. I don't know if it's an alligator or what. And then notice right there, that circle, and underneath that are some feathers. That's a dream catcher with feathers. Now, why do they go into witchcraft? I had a sister in Christ. Why do they go into witchcraft so much? Why are they going to palm readers and all that stuff? I asked her that like 10 years ago. She said, Eve. I said, oh, that's before, I think that was before I saw the fractal hologram. Okay, so why does a woman want to go into the dream cat? The feather, the name feather, the word feather goes back to prayer. Because when they would take a feather and put it in ink and do a petition to the king, the word petition means prayer. So the feather and the dream catcher, they're trying to catch your prayers. They're trying to get your desires. And they're trying to get it through a voice, the Queen of Heaven voice, which is a demon, to speak to them. So they actually hear voices. The Queen of Heaven demon, if a demon picks up your prayer, they hear it. Now, why are they doing this? Why are they doing this witchcraft? There's a green reptile, snake or alligator or something on the front. There's a dream catcher with feathers. Why are they doing this? They want power. The Queen of Heaven is trying to usurp the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob down here. That is the Babylon spirit. That is your enemy. The witchcraft goes back to Genesis 3. It is the oldest religion, if you want to call it that. Relationship with God is not a religion. It's just you must be born again. But witchcraft is the oldest religion, and so they take the dream catcher. You pray to God, the demons try to stop it or interrupt it, and they take it to the witch, and she takes it to her coven, and the Freemasons and the Jesuits, and they try to stop your prayer or your desire and hinder you. For real, I'm telling you the truth. You'll never hear this ever. Preachers don't even know this. I decoded this. The witches, why do they do that? Why does Eve go to the dark side? Why do the witches go to the dark side? Go to Lucifer, the Lucy light instead of the true light. Because they want power. Because Eve was knocked down. Her desire shall be to her husband, pain and childbearing, and many sorrows. So Eve is trying to usurp the power over man and God. Man and God. So they're using the demonic realm to try to reach in, see what you want, see what you desire, come in with a substitute, not a born-again Christian woman, but a faker. So she comes in, she tries to get in your world through her demon that's telling her something, that pretends to be the Queen of Heaven, through her dream catcher and her feathers, which is really just a symbology of what's going on in her heart. The green is the go green crowd, Cain, and the dream catcher is she's talking to demons. She's listening to demons. She's sold her soul to the devil. And so I could go on and explain this even more, but most people don't believe it. But I'm telling you the truth. I spent 15 years of my life decoding this reality every day. I gave up everything. I gave up marriage, I gave up money, I gave up even my health to a degree, because all I was doing is decode 24/7, 7 days a week. And I spent my whole life looking for the truth, and the Queen of Heaven is your enemy. And it's not a queen, it's a demon pretending to be the Queen of Heaven. It's a demon. And so what happened to Eve is happening now, and that's why that lady is using dream catchers, and she puts a reptile in the front of her truck to prove whose loyalty she's with. She's with the reptilian, demonic, go green, Cain, Queen of Heaven lie. And so she's hearing from demons, and she thinks she's catching your dream, but a demon she's possessed by a demon. Now they're not always possessed, they come in and out. You know, the demon can take them captive at will. So she's actually an NPC, witch, Wiccan, warlock. And yeah, she can see stuff because her body's full of demons. She might have more than one demon. She might have 5 demons coming in and out of her body. And then she'll do her rituals to pull the demon. That's what they talk about, drawing down the moon or whatever they call it. They'll go stand in a circle when it's a full moon. They draw down the moon because they're trying to see. They're trying to usurp man because they think man is the one causing all the war. But Eve is the one that's dropped us down in sin. So they hate Yahweh. They hate the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. They promote Lucifer, Lucy like. And they think Lucifer loves them. And that's why the movie Lucy, they all love that movie. All the witches, the movie Lucy, I Love Lucy, the movie Lucy. There's so many Lucy movies. That's why they say, oh, we came from a beast, goes and Lucy went all the way back to a little ape and says we'd come from an ape, which is a lie, because they think it's man evolving. They don't believe in God. They believe man is becoming his own God. And I could go on forever. And this should be viral, what I'm telling you. But they will shut it down because YouTube, all the systems are promoting this, but you don't even know it because it's hidden in plain view, because there's code hidden in plain view. Even your hands, my fingers have code, or these are called digits. The computer is based on your digits of your hand. I don't know why it must be, I'm gonna have to Google that, because if you push your finger, it means you're low on water or something. Anyway, or maybe dehydrated or something. But if you push on your skin and it dents, just Google that, Dr. Berg, and you'll find out what it means. Might be vitamin A or something. But I'm telling you the code, and they know I know it. That's why they shut me down and shadow banned me and everything else. She's got a green reptile in the front of her window. She's got a dream catcher. Got the feathers. Because she's trying to see what your desire is in your prayer, because the covens have to block it. Because if you're a man, they hate men. And they'll flip and say, oh, you hate women. No, we don't hate women. Apostle Paul doesn't hate women. Jesus took care of women more than he did the men, because he gave them a man as a covering. But they really think that man is the reason for all the wars. And Eve is the one that dropped us down into time, befallen time. Eve has dropped us down into sin. That's why she should be shamefaced. She's the one that dropped us down into cycles and the repeat and befallen time. But they want to flip it and blame the man. That's why they project onto you what's really in them. So when you're dealing with a narcissistic, psychopathic Jezebel, she will project what she is doing and blame you, because the demon has blocked her mind. She don't even know she's demon possessed. She's believed the lies of the system. So the stem goes back to the cis, which is Eve, and the whole system's based on that. And if you can't hear me, because you probably have a demon blocking you from hearing me. I'm saying it so clear, you should be able to hear me. If you can't hear me, there's a demon trying to block you from waking up to this. This is the game. True, faithful faith. Faith alone in Jesus alone. Everything is preaching Jesus, and they want to block that. They want to block the truth and the true people. Jezebel and Ahab were attacking the nation of Israel to worship other gods, which is Lucifer. And so Elijah came in and said, no, Ahab, you're the one, because you let your wife Jezebel deceive the nation. And they wanted to try to kill him. They wanted to cut his head off, but they couldn't do it.